Hey, so it is Christmas time, Christmas Day, Merry Christmas, I don't know, whatever. But the video that is about to be shown, I filmed like a year ago. I kind of got into making a gingerbread house, and from that I got really into this story that just came to me while I was making it. And last year I filmed this, but I never got around to editing it or uploading it, and it's just like, honestly, so cringe but so hilarious of me just telling this story, reenacting this story. And yeah, so that's just what is going to be right after this now. Okay. Hey guys, so welcome back. The other day I hosted a Christmas dinner with some friends, and they saw my gingerbread house, and I was telling them how one night when I was making it, the first night I was making the dough, I could not fall asleep because I had this story in my head that I had to write down, and it's like a really funny cliche kind of kid story of how the house came into existence basically. And I was telling my friend, she's just like, this is the type of stuff that she'd like to watch, so I am going to share the story with you. So once upon a time in a magically delicious, fantastical world, there is this lonely man called Mr. Ginger. And he's just been alone for so long. His parents died tragically in a milk spill, and since then he's just been like alone. He's had some friends, but really he hasn't had someone to really be there for him. And every year at Christmas time, Mr. Ginger writes his wish list, hoping to find true love, and every year he fails. One year before Christmas, he sees, this is so awkward, he sees a shooting star flying across the sky. He decides to wish upon the star to find true love. That Christmas passes, and he's still yet to find it. So Mr. Ginger just decides, you know what? True love isn't meant for me, so I'm just going to give up. I'm going to accept my place in life, and this is it for me. But you see, so many people see the same shooting star flying across the sky, and so many people make wishes that sometimes the shooting star has to, you know, back up a little bit, put a few on hold until the time is right, because these wishes are in demand, and there's only so much time that a shooting star has every day to fulfill wishes for people, obviously, duh. It's approaching Christmas time again, and he's given up on finding love. But he decides, you know what, I need to get my Christmas shopping done for all of my friends. I'm going to get express shipping because I just want to make sure that it gets there on time. And he puts in his order. The next day he hears his doorbell ringing, and he's like, oh. So he goes to the door, and there standing in front of him is someone with a whole heap of boxes piled up in front of their head so he can't see who it is. He says hello. Before he knows it, something's gone wrong, and suddenly the boxes are all tumbling down right in front of him, crashing on the ground and making a huge mess. As bad as that is, what is revealed to him is the most beautiful woman he has ever seen in his life. After he stopped being starstruck, he realized that across her uniform was written Shooting Star Express. And she's so apologetic and so sorry for what she's done. She says, I'll do anything to make it up. What can I do for you? I'm so sorry. And he's just so struck by love. He's fallen in love at first sight that he's just like, okay, I've got to take my chance. And he's just like, you know what? Come out for a drink with me. She actually finally looks at him and really looks at him, and she's like, wow, he's beautiful. So she says yes, and they go out on their drinks. So they went out on their date. He found out her name was Miss Bread. They found out they had like a lot of things in common. They got to know each other, they kept going on dates, they fell in love. After going out for a year, around Christmas time, Mr. Ginger proposed to Miss Bread, and they decided to have a quick wedding around Christmas. When they got married, they realized that they had no house that was big enough for both of them or to start a family. So they went house shopping, and they found the most beautiful house they had ever seen. There was a forest surrounding it, lots of nature, and they found this beautiful house. It was everything they'd ever dreamed of, and they moved in together. And because they're a new age couple, what happened was that they didn't want to just have one name. They wanted to combine their names. So that's when they became Mr. and Mrs. Gingerbread. And that's why it's so cliche. So that is the story of how Mr. Ginger and Miss Bread found true love and happiness. And they got married and they lived happily ever after. And who knows, maybe they'll have some kids next year. We'll find out. So that is the story that I couldn't let go and I had to write down before I sleep. Before I went to bed, I told you it was a really cliche story and it's hilarious and it's cute and it's like a kid's story. I'm going to write it up properly and put it on my blog page, which I will link in the description box below. So there might be more details, there might be less details. We'll see how it goes. I'll put it on my short story page. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. This is the gingerbread house that I made. I'm quite impressed that, you know, the first time I ever made it, a gingerbread house, and I did quite well. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's okay. Like, I actually piped along here, and I'm quite impressed with how I did with the piping. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and Happy New Year, and a Merry Christmas, and holiday seasons, and whenever this video comes out. Woo! Oh, I'm so sorry. So yeah. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like, subscribe, comment below, anything, do whatever makes you feel good. Yeah, have a wonderful day, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!